You've been scrolling through Barndominium floor plans for weeks, and every single one of them is either too wide for your lot, too expensive for your budget, or wastes half its square footage on hallways you never asked for. Here's the thing nobody is talking about in 2026. The shotgun barndominium with a basement and detached garage might be the most land-efficient, budget-smart design in the entire alternative housing space right now. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it costs, what size land you need, how the basement adds massive value, and whether the detached garage setup makes financial sense for your build. Stay with me all the way through because the land size section alone will save you from buying the wrong property. If this kind of honest breakdown is what you've been looking for, hit subscribe right now and turn on the bell. We drop deep dive content on alternative housing every week, and we never sugarcoat the numbers. The design. What makes this combination unique? Let's talk about what makes this specific design combination so compelling in 2026. You already know the shotgun layout from a previous video, so let's skip straight to why pairing it with a basement and a detached garage turns an already efficient design into something genuinely special. The shotgun barndominium is a long, narrow, linear structure. It runs deep rather than wide, which is the entire point. That single directional layout creates a natural stacking advantage when you add a basement. Because the footprint is narrow and consistent from end to end, the basement walls are simpler to engineer, pour, and finish than they would be under a wider, more irregular structure. You're essentially digging a rectangular box under a rectangular building. That simplicity translates directly into lower foundation costs compared to basement designs under complex, multi-wing barndominiums. Now add the detached garage, and you've created something interesting. Instead of absorbing garage space into your main footprint and losing living square footage, the detached garage sits on its own slab, serves its own purpose, and keeps the main home clean and completely residential in feel. Your shotgun structure stays devoted to living space and basement functionality. The garage handles vehicles, tools, overflow storage, or even a small workshop. Two separate structures, two separate purposes, one cohesive property. In 2026, inquiries for the shotgun barndominium plan have doubled according to build data from my Barndo plans, and the primary reason cited is lot efficiency. People are finding narrow rural lots and infill properties at significantly lower land prices, and the shotgun design is one of the only barndominium layouts that works on them without modification. The basement, is it actually worth it? This is where most people hesitate, so let's deal with it head on. Barndominiums are almost always built on concrete slabs, and that's fine for most builds. But a shotgun barndominium with a basement is a different conversation entirely, and the value proposition is real. First, the cost. A standard concrete slab foundation runs $6 to $14 per square foot. A basement foundation jumps significantly to $35 to $50 per square foot or more, depending on your location, soil conditions, and whether you're doing a full basement or a walkout. On a 1,260 square foot shotgun footprint, that's a basement foundation cost of roughly $44,000 to $63,000 before any finishing work. That is not a small number, and you need to go in with your eyes open. But here's the honest math. When you finish that basement, you're adding usable square footage at a fraction of what it would cost to expand the above-grade footprint. Finishing a basement runs $25 to $50 per square foot compared to $95 to $175 per square foot for new above-grade construction in 2026. On a 1,000 square foot finished basement, that's a difference of $70,000 to $125,000 in added livable space at the lower finish cost. For a growing family, a home-based business, or anyone who wants a storm shelter, guest suite, or recreation room, this math is very hard to argue with. The walkout basement option is especially powerful on a sloped lot. If your land drops 8 to 12 feet from front to back, one wall of the basement opens directly to the outside with real windows and a standard door. This eliminates the dungeon feeling that makes most people nervous about basements. A walkout basement with south or west-facing exposure gets natural light and genuinely feels like a ground floor room, not a storage cave. You can run a separate bedroom, bathroom, and living area down there that functions as a fully independent suite. That is rental income potential, multi-generational living space, or serious resale value sitting underneath your house. What can you realistically put in the basement of a shotgun barndominium? A 1,000 to 1,260 square foot basement footprint gives you genuine options. You could configure a full guest or in-law suite with 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. A dedicated home office or creative studio works extremely well in a basement with controlled light. A climate-controlled wine cellar and storage room is a popular premium addition. A fitness room or home gym keeps the noise away from the main living area. A storm shelter or safe room built into the basement corner adds serious peace of mind, especially in tornado-prone states. And for anyone running a small business from home, a basement workspace keeps the operation completely separate from family life. One critical thing to know: basements require beefed-up foundation engineering compared to a standard slab. You need waterproofing, proper drainage, and in many climates, a dehumidification system. Budget $3,000 to $8,000 for a proper French drain system and exterior waterproofing membrane. Skip this and you will regret it. The detached garage. Size, cost, and why separate is smarter. Now let's talk about the detached garage, because this decision surprises a lot of people when they run the numbers. An attached garage seems like the obvious choice. It's convenient and adds to the maintenance structure. But for a shotgun barndominium specifically, detaching the garage is often the smarter move for 3 reasons. First, the narrow linear footprint of a shotgun design doesn't easily accommodate a side entry or front entry attached garage without disrupting the linear flow of the structure. Second, a detached garage gives you design flexibility. You can size it, position it, and finish it completely independently of the main build. Third, from a financing and insurance standpoint, some lenders and insurers treat detached structures more favorably because fire risk from a garage doesn't directly threaten the main structure. Cost-wise, a detached metal garage in 2026 runs as follows. A single-bay 12x24 detached garage with a concrete slab costs approximately $18,000 to $28,000 installed. A 2-car 24x24 detached garage runs $28,000 to $45,000. A larger 24x36 or 30x40 detached garage that doubles as a workshop costs $40,000 to $70,000 depending on finishes, doors, and electrical. These are turnkey installed numbers, not shell-only kit prices. The smart approach for most shotgun barndominium builds is a 24x24 or 24x30 detached garage positioned 10 to 20 feet from the main structure. This gives you a 2-car setup, room for a workbench, and enough separation to feel like a distinct outbuilding rather than an awkward appendage. If budget is tight, build the garage in Phase 2 after the main house is complete. The slab and building permit for the garage can be handled separately, and phasing the build keeps your initial cash outlay manageable. If you want the garage to serve double duty as a workshop, step up to the 30x40 size with a 14-foot wall height, 220-volt electrical, and one overhead door sized at 10x10 or 12x14. This setup runs $55,000 to $70,000 turnkey, but gives you a genuinely functional workspace on top of vehicle storage. The land question. How much do you actually need? This is the section that will save you money. Let's be direct about land requirements, because getting this wrong means either buying more land than you need, or buying a property that can't legally accommodate your build. The shotgun barndominium footprint itself typically runs 20 to 26 feet wide by 50 to 0 feet long. The most common plan, the 3-bedroom 1,260 square foot shotgun, sits on a 20 by 63 footprint. That's narrow by design, and it's the entire point of the layout. For the full combination of shotgun barndominium with basement and a detached garage, here's just what you actually need to think about in terms of land. A half-acre lot, approximately 780 square feet, is the realistic minimum for rural areas with a well and septic. At this size, you can accommodate the main structure, a 24x24 detached garage, a driveway, setback requirements on all 4 sides, and the drain field for your septic system. It's tight but workable if the lot is rectangular and level. A 3/4 to 1 acre lot, 32,000 to 43,000 square feet, is the comfortable range. This gives you proper setbacks without having to apply for variances, room for the septic drain field away from the structures, space for a reasonable driveway, and enough yard to feel like a real rural property. 1 to 2 acres becomes the ideal range if you want the walkout basement design on a sloped lot, a larger detached garage or workshop setup, future expansion options, or a garden and outdoor living area that doesn't feel cramped. 2 acres and above is for people who want significant rural acreage with the build. Land in this range in the rural Midwest Texas, and the Southeast runs $3,000 to $12,000 per acre in 2026 depending on location and road access, making 1 to 2 acres the sweet spot for value. What most people underestimate is the setback requirement. Most rural counties require 25 to 50 foot front setbacks, 10 to 25 foot side setbacks, and 20 to 35 foot rear setbacks. Your detached garage has its own setback requirements as a separate structure. Factor these in before you buy land and run the numbers on your specific county code. A 60-foot wide lot sounds workable for a shotgun barndominium until you subtract 25 feet of front setback, 25 feet of rear setback, and the drain field, and suddenly you're asking for variances. If you're in a narrow lot urban or semi-rural infill situation, the shotgun barndominium on as little as a 40 to 50 foot wide lot can work for the main structure. The detached garage would then need to be positioned at the rear of the property, accessed by a side driveway. This configuration is actually a traditional setup in many southern states where the shotgun home style originated, and it works beautifully. Full cost breakdown. Shotgun barndominium with basement and detached garage, 2026. Let's build a complete cost picture for a realistic 2026 build on a 1-acre rural lot. The main structure is a 1,260 square foot shotgun barndominium with 10-foot ceilings and a single-car front garage converted to mudroom and laundry based on the standard 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom shotgun plan. Building kit and materials: $28,000 to $42,000, $0 foundation with basement added, $55,000 to $79,380 assembly and labor for main structure, $18,000 to $28,000, $0 interior finishing at $100 to $130 per square foot, $126,000 to $163,800 HVAC, electrical, and plumbing systems, $38,000 to $52,000, $0 main structure subtotal, $265,000 to $365,000 basement, finishing at $30 to $45 per square foot, 1,000 square feet finished, $30,000 to $45,000 basement waterproofing and drainage, $4,000 to $8,000 basement subtotal, $34,000 to $53,000, $00 detached 24 by 24 2-car garage, turnkey, $32,000 to $48,000 additional property costs including permits, septic, driveway, and land clearing, $35,000 to $55,000 grand total, $366,000 to $521,000. For a budget-focused build in a lower-cost state like Texas, Missouri, or Arkansas, the lower end of that range is very achievable. For higher-cost states or premium finishes, plan toward the upper end. Compare this to a traditional home with basement and detached garage at the same square footage, which runs $480,000 to $780,000 in most markets in 2026. The savings are real. The honest pros and cons. The advantages of this specific combination are significant. The narrow footprint works on lots other barndominium designs cannot touch. The basement doubles your usable square footage at the lowest possible cost per square foot. The detached garage keeps the main home clean and purpose-built for living. The linear design reduces framing labor by roughly 20% compared to square footprint builds, and the shell-to-finish timeline runs just 5 to 7 weeks for the structure itself. Material costs in 2026 have stabilized 4 to 8% from 2025 peaks, making this a favorable time to build. The honest challenges are equally important to know. The basement adds $44,000 to $63,000 to your foundation cost before any finishing. Narrow lots in rural areas sometimes have soil conditions that complicate basement excavation. Not all areas allow basements due to high water tables, and a soil test before you build is non-negotiable. Financing a non-traditional structure with a basement is more complex than a slab build, and not all lenders are comfortable with it. You will almost certainly need a construction-to-permanent loan or a portfolio lender who understands barndominium builds. Resale is worth addressing honestly. Barndominium values are trending upward in 2026, averaging 2 to 3% appreciation annually. The buyer pool is narrower than conventional homes, but the basement and detached garage significantly broaden appeal compared to a basic slab barndominium. In barndo-friendly states like Texas, Oklahoma, and Tennessee, resale concern is minimal. If you're seriously moving toward this build, your immediate next steps are to check your county's setback requirements and confirm basement, feasibility with a soil test, get land quotes in your target area for 1 to 2 acres, contact at least 3 barndominium builders who have done basement work, and decide whether the garage is phase 1 or phase 2 of your build. Drop your questions in the comments below. If you're already in the planning stages, tell us what state you're building in. And if this video gave you clarity, share it with someone who's been stuck in the research phase. Like this video, stay subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one.